What's up everyone, George Leeman here with MuscleMasochist.com. Wanted to make a video for, again, some beginners. Obviously there are a lot of people that watch my channel that aren't extremely experienced with training and diet and stuff like that. Maybe you've only been training for a few months, maybe it's been a few years, but you still consider yourself a beginner and you haven't really gotten the results that you've been looking for. So this video is about probably the biggest mistake that I see beginners making. A lot of people will go into the gym, you'll see them at the gym, you'll see them there for months or years, and when they come in, they have a very similar routine. They come in, they do barbell bench, dumbbell incline, whatever it might be, you'll see them do a similar workout every time they come in. And the other thing you'll notice is they do a similar weight every time they come in. They use 185 on bench every single time. And if you were to tell them to go to 205 or 225, it's intimidating for them. Even if they can do 185 for 10, they might not be able to do 205 or 225 or something like that, because mostly in their head it's hard for them, it's scary for them, it's something they're not used to. And you'll see people get stuck in a certain comfort zone in terms of weight, in terms of workout and stuff like that. So I would have to say, in terms of training, because we're not going to get into diet and stuff like that, the number one mistake I see beginners make is becoming too comfortable with the same weight. You may see very big, strong guys, you might see pro bodybuilders or something like that using light weights. You might see a power lifter using light weights. They might come in and use 30-pound dumbbells for side laterals. And you would think that you could use 30-pound dumbbells for side laterals and get huge shoulders, because you see people with huge shoulders using 30s. That is not the case in my experience. In my experience, those same people could use 70s. They've probably used 70s or 80s or 90s in the past on those exercises. But to go from point A to point B, you're going to have to use a progressive overload style of training. So the biggest mistake I see beginners make with training is not progressively adding weight to the bar. Training, what should be normal for training isn't coming in and using the same weight and doing the same routine necessarily. What should be normal is doing more reps than last time. Whenever you can make the norm lifting more weight or doing an extra rep or something like that, doing an extra set, for example, if you can't use more weight or more reps, then you're going to start seeing the progress that you want to make. So if you've been coming in and doing side laterals with 25s, next time should be 30s, next time should be 35s. If you get to the point where you're using weights so heavy that you can't do high reps, you're doing like 5 reps on side laterals or something, then yes, you can maintain weight, you can work on reps. But you should be pushing for 6 reps next time or 7 reps next time. Every time you come to the gym, assuming you're not hurt, assuming your goal is to continue to improve rather than maintain, or diet, for example, or whatever, you should be coming in, and the normal thing to do should be getting stronger, should be progressing. To go from where you are now, let's pretend you're 150 pounds to 250 pounds, that's going to take a lot of progression. That's going to take 100 pounds in weight gain. And that 100 pounds in weight gain is going to be accompanied by well over 100 pounds in strength gain. So if you're benching 200 pounds at 150, we're going to want you benching more like 400 or 450. If you're doing side laterals with 20s or 25s at 150, we're going to want you using 50s or 60s or something like that. So if you are a beginner and you're not seeing the results that you want to see, what you should be doing is lifting heavier, doing more reps every week. It's not something you do once you feel accustomed to that weight and then you progress. A lot of people will work with, say, 185 on bench press for a month or 2 months or 3 months, and now they feel comfortable with that weight and now they want to go up in weight. No. Perhaps a very experienced lifter who can't gain strength very fast may use 405 for reps on bench every month, every week, years at a time they might work with 405. However, their gains are much harder to make. Their progress is much slower because they've already made a lot of progress. So to see them using the same weights with the same routine is not the same for a beginner, if you are a beginner watching this video. You need to be progressing every week so that you can then become the person that benches 405 for reps every workout and doesn't need to progress literally every single week in terms of weight and reps, but could think more along the lines of month to month or year to year for that matter. So go in the gym, use more weight, do more reps. Like I said, if you can't use more weight, you can always add an extra rep. If you can't add an extra rep, you can always do an extra set. There are many ways of going about it. One of the tricks that I've always used for myself in the past is just to kind of, when I'm not following a set routine, just to kind of rotate exercises so that I'm fresher when doing them. For example, if you do side laterals after shoulder press, yes, your shoulders will probably be tired. However, sometimes you can come to the gym and do side laterals before you do heavy presses. It's a lot easier to progress that way. So if you're not following a set routine, you can always rotate your exercises to ensure it's easier to make progress. For example, if you're used to doing incline bench after flat bench, sometimes you can come in and do incline bench first, and you can much easier make gains that way. You can keep adding weight to the bar easier. For example, I will often rotate my heavy presses. Similar to the West Side method of rotating exercises, but different because I might do those exercises every few days instead of once or twice a week or something like that. So number one tip, keep going heavier, keep doing more reps. If you want to go from point A to point B, you have to go from point A to point B. Don't stick with the same weights. Don't wait to get comfortable with those weights. Get comfortable with adding more weight and adding more reps every week. And sooner or later you will get comfortable with being much bigger and stronger, or whatever your goal might be. As always guys, thanks for watching my videos. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and check out musclemaskets.com for approved products, apparel, online coaching, and more. And stay tuned for more videos like this.